What's going down, guys? Aaron from PhoneDog.com here, and the revolution is finally upon us. Here it is, the LG Revolution. I'm on like a play on words kick for whatever reason in my videos today, so bear with me, but LG Revolution in the house, Verizon's third 4G device, and it's available now for $249.99. It's one of several devices that came out today, the Xperia Play, the HTC Trophy, the DROID X2, and this. So you have a lot of choices to choose from, not only across the board, but also on 4G devices between this, the Charge, and the ThunderBolt. 1 GHz processor, 5 megapixel camera with HD video recording capability, 720p that is. Android 2.2 with LG's custom user interface, and of course, 4G connectivity, all on a 4.3-inch display. So it's a pretty decently equipped device. That said, it's right up there in the price point with a ThunderBolt, and the ThunderBolt, at least in the camera department, has better specs. So is this a device to get? You know, should you go with this one or should you go with the Charge or the ThunderBolt or heck, some of the other 3G devices that came out today? We're gonna try and find out that, at least a little bit of that, in the unboxing. But first, special thanks to our guys at Best Buy. They've hooked us up with smartphones just like this that we're giving you in the One Paw Bandit game. You have the chance to win those. So when you go into Best Buy Mobile to buy this, no rebates. You walk out the door paying a flat $250, you're good to go. Enough of that, let's get into the unboxing. Is the Revolution really revolutionary? See what I did? I keep doing that play on words thing, but anyway, let's go check it out. And then there were three 4G devices, that is. Here it is, the LG Revolution, Verizon's third 4G LTE device behind the ThunderBolt and the DROID Charge. Another LG device, second high-end smartphone, at least after the G2X, and another 4G device on the nation's largest carrier. So let's see what the package contains here. The phone, battery, micro SD card, wall charger, and all those instruction manuals that you know and love. And they've got this whole black box with red, kind of red inside trend going with the 4G devices. At least that's what all the others have come in so far. And I think it's a pretty good look. It kind of distinguishes the 4G devices from the 3G devices. But anyway, to go over some tech specs, 1 gigahertz processor, 4.3-inch display, 5 megapixel camera that's capable of shooting 720p HD video, and Android 2.2 with LG's custom UI. Now the question that everybody's having, it's $249.99. You can see that nice embossed side to the box over there and over here. But the question that everybody has, at $250, it's the same price as the ThunderBolt, but the camera's a little bit less, and a lot of people don't like LG's custom user interface. So is this a device to get, or should you go with the ThunderBolt, since they're both at the same price point? But anyway, here, we'll open it up. That remains to be seen. So you can see here, embossed all over the box. It looks nice, LG, and you can see Verizon up there in the top. And then nothing over there. Let's open the sucker up. And there it is, the LG Revolution. And it's a big device. I mean, I don't know if the camera's really doing it justice. It's big, it's hefty. It feels either right on par with the, just out of the box, first time in the hand, it feels either right on par with a ThunderBolt or maybe a little bit bigger, but I'll have to go back and look at the tech specs for sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but 5 megapixel camera with a flash on the back, and you can see the overall design, pretty decent looking design. It has a 1500 milliamp hour battery, so may or may not make it through the day. 1500 milliamp hours for a 4G LTE device with a 4.3-inch display may not be enough to make it through the day before you lose juice. Capacitive buttons down there at the bottom, menu, home, back, and search. On the left side, you have your USB, micro USB charging port hidden behind this nice little chrome door, which looks nice, but 6 months to a year from now, I hope those are still on the device and they haven't broken off. On this side, volume rocker, HDMI out port, and then, like I said, the camera on the back, Verizon logo, LG logo, and then on top, you have your power button and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So while that's powering on, I'm going to power that on, let that sit there. We're going to take a look at this, removing the battery. Make sure phone's off before removing the battery, sure. And then here is what you get in the box. USB cable, you've seen this stuff before, but anyway, USB cable, AC adapter module, and then master your device. Revolution by LG. Let's see here. Información sobre la garantía de seguridad del producto. I feel like I say that every single video because I think that's pretty much the same brochure that comes with everyone. Hang on, let me open this with my teeth. Get this open for you so we can see all of this exciting reading material that you get with the device. Here's that I was just reading. Revolution by LG, product safety and warranty information, master your device, consumer information, important consumer information. This is just consumer information. This is important consumer information. So actually that one probably should be in front. Come on now, Verizon. I'm just kidding. Special thanks to our friends at Verizon. They actually are in the process of hooking us up with one of these. We were supposed to get it today, but we did not get it. It was shipped in the wrong box, so I went out and bought one. So this one is actually my personal unit, but they're sending us one, so special thanks to them. for hooking us up. So here is the LG Revolution 4.3-inch display, and you can see, instantly out of the box, here is what the LG interface looks like. A lot of people are going to like it. A lot of people aren't going to like it. A lot of people are going to wish that they stuck with Android 2.2, just the stock build, like they did on the G2X. But you can see one of two things, actually. One, LG's interface is love-hate, and also this is one of those devices that comes with Bing. It's their first 4G device to not be a Google experience device, if you will, or one that's with Google. Bing comes out of the box, no Google in sight, and then one thing that does not come out of the box, Maps. You have to download Maps. It does not come on the device pre-installed. You have to download it from the marketplace. Not a big deal, but still, they're kind of trying to push people, I'm sure, over to VZ Navigator, which is $10 a month. And in my opinion, Google Maps is much better anyway. So here's the menu, and you can see that they separate. I'm going to pinch to zoom, I'm going to pinch and bring it back in. They separate stuff out by communication, news and search, media, tools, applications, and download. So a very different app drawer as opposed to something like Sense, Moto Blur, some of the stuff that we're used to. But we can go here and click on it, click on news and search, click on media, click on tools and downloads, and expand those back out. But you can see Facebook for LG, Twitter for LG, and all these little different icons. And I think the first thing for me is it looks kind of like a toy operating system to me. It doesn't have that level perhaps of professionalism or cleanliness, just to clean and cut well like some of the other more established user interfaces like Sense or perhaps even TouchWiz, something like that. So news and search, you have that stuff, browser, finance, news, VZ Navigator, weather, and then of course Bing pre-installed, Amazon Kindle, Blockbuster, Let's Golf 2, Netflix, its first Android device to come with Netflix pre-installed out of the box, Rhapsody, Rock Band, Slacker, Vcast, Apps, Media Manager, 4G mobile hotspot, which I believe is still free until June 15th, if I remember right. And let's see if it says anything about that. Connect up to 8 devices here, and did not say anything about it being free. But I believe it's free until June 15th. After that's a $20 feature add-on to get 2 gigabytes of 4G mobile hotspot capability, or 4G mobile hotspot use. Alarm clock, backup assistant, Polaris Office, My Verizon Mobile, and then a bunch more. So I don't like the way it's separated. Personal thing, I don't care for it. You may like it, but I think some people will find this to be a little bit hastily done as opposed to like a Sense that seems more well thought out. So you have your 5 shortcut buttons up here in the notifications bar: sound, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and airplane mode. So easy access to those. And let's go into messaging real quick and go to a new message. And so you can see keyboards that come with it. It comes with LG's keyboard and comes with swipe. And LG's keyboard, I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's probably, I wouldn't say it's the worst. Well, maybe it's probably the worst on-screen keyboard I've used. The quick brown fox goes to the market. So it's not my favorite keyboard. I don't like the position of the buttons, but we'll try it again. Fox, quick brown god goes to the market. Fox goes to the market. And if you notice the noise and you notice the way the keyboard looks, kind of seems like they're mimicking another very popular keyboard, but not my favorite. I think Motorola's multi-touch or HTC Sense or even stock Android does much better in the keyboard department. But if you don't like that, you do have one other option out of the box, and that's swipe. So you get LG keyboard and swipe, and of course you can download keyboards from the Android market, and you can side-load keyboards as well. This device does support side-loading. Verizon has not disabled that. So you can just see some differences across the board. Let's take a look at some of the widgets, for example. And let's see. Okay, no pinch to zoom. Yeah, there we go. Pinch to zoom. Bring it in. Seems like there's a little bit of a lag there. But and actually the battery's about to die too. But let's take a quick look at the browser. We'll do that. We'll go to PhoneDog and have a look at the browser. But overall, it's a decent device. It's just one of those things. There's nothing that really stands out on the Revolution as opposed to something like the Thunderbolt or the Charge, like that Super AMOLED Plus screen on the Charge, or the 8 megapixel camera on the Thunderbolt, or HTC Sense 2.0, something like that. This one just doesn't seem like a whole lot stands out, and it's the same price as the Thunderbolt. So I think a lot of people are kind of wondering, hey, if it was $199, I'd consider it, but at $249, I'm going to go with the Thunderbolt or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see how well it sells. But anyway, Android 2.2, hopefully we'll get a 2.3 at some point, and it's pretty thick device. Front-facing camera as well for video calling. Let's scroll back down through here, because there was something I wanted to cover, and honestly, to be completely honest with you, I totally forgot. what it was. But the LG Revolution available now, like I said, for $249.99, one of 3 4G devices. But the question remains, is this one worth it, or should you go with something like the Thunderbolt or the Droid Charge? Much more coverage to come on the LG Revolution on the site at phonedog.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/phonedog. We're giving away a bunch of phones as part of our Colossal iPad 2 and smartphone sweepstakes. And as the name sounds, we're giving away iPad 2s as well. Check it out, Facebook.com/phonedog. Follow me on Twitter, phonedog_Aaron, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/phonedogAB. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time with more coverage of the LG Revolution and all the other 4G LTE devices in Verizon's lineup. We'll see you next time.